Welcome back to another video and the next step in my journey. So today we're 1 week out from a physique photo shoot and we've got a really good video coming today. So for now, we're done with the running, that's out. It's all about fat loss, looking good, getting shredded from here on out. Today I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating as well as sharing a ton of valuable tips that I use to get lean and stay there. Later on in the day, I've also got a shoulders and arm workout with my mate Lou. That was meant to be a leg day after the marathon. I'm holding a lot of inflammation, stress hormone, cortisol's higher. That's going to impact insulin sensitivity and mean that I can't effectively load my body with carbohydrates the day before the shoot. So I've swapped out legs for shoulders just to help manage fatigue. In terms of my diet, I'm on a measly 2,300 calories a day. My maintenance calories on a training day are around 3,000. So that is really low for me, but I'm going to be showing you all of those meals. Let's go. So as always, I'm getting my morning steps in. And steps are just an underrated tool really to lose weight because not only do they burn calories, but they add almost no fatigue to the body. And in fact, they can be quite restorative. Steps this week have gone up to 15,000 a day, which is a bit long, but we've got to get it done. And then in terms of cardio, that's been pulled out completely for the exact same reason in terms of just managing stress and fatigue. Now, another tool that I use to help me lose weight is intermittent fasting. So I won't eat until around 1 PM and that just helps me save the bulk of my food to later on in the day when those cravings are typically going to hit. So that just helps me adhere to the diet as well. Now that said, there are two things I do consume in the morning and I'm going to show you exactly what they are in a minute. Right, now what I do have in the morning is one of these, which is a ginger lemon shot. So I make these myself for the week with a juicer. They're really nice. They give me a bit of a fiery kick in the morning. Might be a placebo, but I feel like they blunt my appetite. And also ginger has gingerol in it, which is good for your digestion. Then black coffee. I normally have about 4 of those at the moment, which is quite a lot. I do make sure that I cap my caffeine off before 2 PM though, so it doesn't impact sleep. And then on some training days, I'll treat myself pre-workout to a white monster, which is the goat of caffeinated drinks. So caffeine is going to blunt your appetite. It's going to give you energy when you're in the gym, which obviously is going to be lacking a little bit when you're cutting and you haven't got high food. And also it's going to increase the rate of lipolysis, which is fat breakdown in the body. So really useful tool, especially when you're cutting. And then also in the morning now, I'm weighing out 6 grams of pink salt and 2 times 1 gram scoops of electrolytes, and that will be consumed throughout the day. Don't normally do that, but I'm really staying on top of my hydration in the final week leading up to the shoot. I've also got 6 litres of water being tracked a day, and that means we can make tiny manipulations towards the end of the week just to help get rid of any excess water retention that is retaining on my body. So for now, I'm just gonna have a coffee and then I'm gonna do a bit of work. So I'll see you later on. So it's now time for my mid-morning coffee. And yes, having a black coffee and a ginger shot technically is gonna break a fast, but I'm not fasting for spiritual reasons. It's obviously just to manage my appetite throughout the day. So I'm not concerned about that. And there's very minimal calories in both of these. So it's now lunchtime, still haven't eaten anything. I'm gonna go for another walk. I've got about 5,000 steps in already and I've got to hit that 15,000 target today. Feels like all I do at the moment is steps, steps, steps. Okay, I'm now back from a lunchtime walk and it's time for meal 1. Now I've been having this meal pretty much every single day for about the last 3 years. I absolutely love it and the macros are so good. So it's gonna be 80 grams of oats, 30 grams of dark chocolate, 100 gram of frozen berries, and then a scoop of whey protein at 30 grams. So I do have a tutorial on Instagram about this meal too. Normally if I'm on a bulk, I'll add like a banana to this and the volume of the oats will go up as well. But as I'm on a cut, it's a little bit less. So that goes in the microwave for about 4 minutes. Right, now while that's cooking, I'm gonna run you through my supplement stack. So I have one of these, vitamin C. I have a vitamin D. I get both of those pots from Aldi. Then I also take 3 of these multivitamins. I get these from bulk. And then I have 4 omega fish oils. So these are just for general health, all of these supplements. And then in terms of the fish oils, they can also help with your metabolism and stuff, apparently. But they're good for your joints as well. Then I've got these 2, which I'm taking at the moment. So Tonkat Ali, there's a lot of research on that showing that it can increase levels of testosterone, particularly free test, which is the bioavailable form which we want, that's going to have an impact on things like protein synthesis, more muscle, etc. All the stuff that we want. And then I've also got ashwagandha, so I've been taking that with my running and my marathon training. That releases a lot of cortisol, the stress hormone. This has been proven to help manage that, and that's just going to help to stave off fatigue a little bit, and it also therefore has a carry-on effect onto, again, increasing your testosterone, because the higher your cortisol is, generally the lower your testosterone. It has a bit of an inverse relationship. So I'm going to whack these out. That is all of them. There's a lot there. Do you reckon I can do it in one swig? Just give it a go. Lovely. Right, the oats are ready. Might have let them be a bit overdone. Really, if you want your oats at a perfect consistency every time, you should weigh the water that goes in it, but I can't be bothered for that. I weigh too much other stuff. Right, presentation is not the best today. I'll show you in a minute, but this meal is unbelievable. You've got to trust me. In terms of the macro breakdown, we've got 617 calories, 38 protein, 65 carb, and 22 fat. So those frozen berries and that dark chocolate is just gonna melt in all nicely. It's also got cookies and cream whey. Salted caramel works really nice, as does white chocolate. So I'm gonna eat this now, unreal. So meal number 2, we've got 170 gram of chicken breast, 50 gram dry weight jasmine rice, and 100 gram of green beans. That's a meal prep that's come out of the fridge and gone in the microwave, so it doesn't look the best presentation wise, but the macros are really good, and that's all that matters, right? So 400 calories for this meal, 44 grams of protein, 42 carb, and 5 grams of fat. And I'm also going to add a couple of dashes of Frank's Red Hot sauce. So I'm going to tuck into this now. Right, so this is my pre-workout meal going in now. So we've got 90 grams of shreddies. Sometimes I have Cocoa Pops instead. 300 milliliters of almond milk, and then 30 grams of whey. And I'm also having one of my favorites, White Monster, with that. Now it's really important pre and post workout that you get what's called high glycemic index carbs. So these are carbs that digest very quickly, get into your bloodstream so that they're immediately available for energy during your workout, and then after your workout, to replenish your muscles' glycogen and kickstart that recovery process. So I'm gonna eat this, let it digest, then we're gonna go to the gym and train shoulders and arms with my mate Lou, who's gonna be joining me. Now I'll be going to Brentwood Absolute, which is not my normal gym. My normal gym is a Romford branch. Going to the gym is a very repetitive sport, and the more you could switch things up, the better. So it's nice to train with someone else and also train in a different environment. Now, a crucial tip when you're eating is to use small cutlery. So I'm using a teaspoon for my oats and for my cereal, And what that does is it just sort of tricks the brain into taking smaller bites and being happier with that. So that's also a really good tip that I use, and having smaller plates and smaller bowls as well. If I was on a bulk, this bowl of shreddies is going to be in a big mixing bowl, whereas when you haven't got as much, you want to put it into a smaller container. Now the macros for this meal are going to be 498 calories, 29 protein, 81 carb and 6 fat. So I'll give it about 45 minutes after I've eaten this, then I'll be heading off.
That is son. Let's go. Come on, son. Million%, mate. Fucking hell, son.
It's like that, isn't it?
You are fucking lean as fuck, bro. You look good, son.
That's sweet,
You
man.
do look fucking good, mate. You're a bit bulky, man. Right off.
What's that?
Birds proper prefer being.
Teaching Big Lou how to lift today. Let me know in the comments. Lou reckons he looks like D-Bex. Let us know what you think.
Come on, that's me, girl.
He's been smashing the sunbeds. I think he looks more like a brown leather handbag. So I just got back from the gym. As I said earlier, we're going to be getting in protein, but mainly high glycemic index carbs. So the post-workout meal is going to be 1 bagel with 20 grams of jam, and then 200 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt, and then 200 grams of berries. Now that comes to 452 calories, 30 protein, 77 carb, and just 2 fat. And I'm probably going to cook dinner fairly soon after that, as it's getting quite late now, and I'm getting really hungry having had that workout. So I'm about to eat my final meal of the day, which is going to be 170 gram of 5% fat beef mince, 50 gram of uncooked whey jasmine rice, and then 100 grams of green beans. That brings the total for the day to 2388 calories, 185 protein, 304 carb, and 45 fat. And then I'm also gonna have a 0-calorie fizzy drink with my dinner. I like to pull those out at the end of a dieting phase just to help manage hunger. And then again, I'm gonna have some Frank's Red Hot sauce on my dinner. So I'm absolutely starving at this point. I'm gonna get that down me and then go to bed. As always, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And the next time I'll see you will be the photo shoot day, which is next Friday, so a week from today. So we'll catch up then.